Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Power Shift Podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Farms. So, in this podcast episode, we're gonna be talking about all of the things that this podcast series is gonna be about. So, the podcast name, we're gonna start off with the podcast name. So, the podcast name is gonna be named the Power Shift Podcast because this is a farming channel, and a lot of gearboxes and tractors are a power shift gearbox. So that's why I want to make it called the Power Shift Podcast. It rhymes, it's good. It's good when you start it. But yeah, so this is gonna be the podcast channel. So eventually we're gonna put a flag like right back here that's gonna it's my Ryan Farms flag. Or put that back there. And then yeah, I got my soundboard and all this stuff over here. I got this stuff on a table. We are gonna have some guests soon, so I have a second mic. This is just the first episode though, so we got a root beer can, soundboard stuff over here. We got LED light controls. Um, we got a shop rag over there for some reason. I don't know why we got that over there, but anyways, we're gonna carry on with this episode. Hope you enjoy it. But yeah, we're gonna start off with the. We've already done the podcast name, so yeah. So now we're gonna go over to the decoration side. Where eventually I want to build a shelf back here and kind of clean this area up over here so you guys don't see that stuff. This is just a last minute stuff because I set all this stuff up last night in like an hour because everybody's been asking for the podcast. So I was like, well, might as well make people happy. So we did it. We got the podcast all set up. Um, this is the back corner of my room. Eventually we're gonna be getting some guests on, some other fellow YouTubers. We'll probably end up getting some other farming YouTubers on here, like in my area. So we got some of my friends from school will be coming over. So we're not 100% sure on all the guests though. My bad, guys. Um, yeah. So I'm really happy to do this podcast because I've been wanting to do a podcast since I was really little. So this is amazing. I made my dream come true and able to do a podcast. But yeah, the other, not the other channel, but my main resolution about my channel is it's about farming and stuff. This podcast is just like a side thing to do in the winter because right now I'm in my off season pretty much for farming, so I don't do anything besides my chicken chores outside, which is not very cool. So there's no need to film that, and we got a ton of snow on the ground, so it's all wet outside. So I don't want to drop my phone or anything in the snow, but we're gonna get a Ryan Farms flag back here. Hold on, we're gonna take this off so we can move around. But yeah, so we're gonna take and put a Ryan Farms flag right back here, and put some signs up and stuff. I got some signs in here that I kind of want to move around, so we'll move those around. Uh, we'll go to my sound system next. So if you guys ever see me reaching over here and moving dials and stuff, it's because I got a soundboard over here that controls my mic system and everything, so you guys can hear me. And then I also have some drawers over here, which eventually, when I get people coming in here, I'll have like water bottles in, so we can have people in here. And then we'll eventually have the camera farther back, so I can have my second guest over here. Which I don't know who's gonna be the first guest. So reach out to me if you want to be the first guest. I gotta know you well. You gotta be like good friends with me, like really good friends, because you gotta come to my house in order to get on the podcast. So I don't really want some random kid from school saying, "Ryan Farms, I want to be on the podcast." Well, I don't really want you in my house, so yeah, I think you guys can understand that. But we do got the merch on. We got the Ryan Farms hoodie and the Ryan Farms hat. We also sell T-shirts. I do not have a website. We're planning to get a website though, so you just will have to email me about it. So I'm not going to give out my email right now, but I'm going to go ahead and hit the mute button. All right, we're back. Yeah, we're back. I just don't. I feel like those like sounds are disgusting, so I like to go over here to my soundboard and press the mute button, so then I can save you guys from having to hear that. But yeah, this is kind of like a yap sesh here, so I'm gonna grab my shop rags over here and show you guys the first item that we have on our table. We have a shop rag that I got at the Farm Progress Show this year, Farm Progress Show 2025 in Decatur. We got this shop rag for guessing a question right at one of their booths. So I got me a shop rag that says, gosh, what does it say? I haven't looked at this thing in a little while. Can do comes in red. Now clean up your mess. Love that. Yeah, that's all. That's on the desk. So when you guys expect to see farther out, you'll be seeing this can. I can never do anything right, can I? Gosh, I'm not doing this over again. So that's gonna stay in the video. You guys can clip that if you want to and use it against me. I don't care. But yeah, so we got over here. We got a ton of model tractors, which I'm probably gonna end up putting on. But yeah, as you can see, I just threw the flipping Case IH can on the ground. And I kind of like all tractors. I'm not just a Case person, so I'm not just a Case person. That's I do like a little deer. We do run a little bit of deer on our farm. We mostly run Case. Like we got the 7240 outside. We have a 280 Magnum, and then we got a 4020. We got a 6R. We got a we got two 7240s. One's a Mark 50 edition, and then one's a normal one. But I like this Mark 50 out here because it's got a buddy seat in it. The other one doesn't have a buddy seat in it, so there's nowhere for me to go. We used to own a 706, but we recently sold that. Like not recently, but we sold that thing like 8 years ago. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, the 706 is no longer here. We do have a Kubota. If you go back in the channel, you will see the Kubota a little bit. I do like using that thing. That thing's fun to rip around in the pasture. I use it to take all my deer trimmings. I don't want to get banned. So deer trimmings down to the end of the pasture, dump them out for the coyotes. But yeah, this is only the first episode, so this is gonna be probably one of the worst episodes on the podcast. So kind of want to hold the mic. I haven't held the mic before. Oh no, we're going back to this. This is just I don't like holding that. All right, we're back. We're back. But yeah, so I really glad that I can do this. Like this is a dream come true. We do have a TV back there too, so in case we want to go full Joe Rogan style or Kendall Gray style and pull out the dang TV that's right here. We got a I don't 28-inch TV back. I'm not really sure the exact inch count, but we got a TV back there. So if I ever need to play a video for you guys, I can always turn that around and we'll have a TV back there. But yeah, we were in the back corner of my room. Some of you guys know where I'm at because some of you guys have been to my house. But if you guys are new, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I'm glad you guys can make it for the first ever episode of the Frying Farms podcast. And so yeah, maybe in the upcoming podcast I will show you guys my soundboard. But currently we are just kind of figuring everything out. So this is you're kind of in this journey with me. But if you guys think I should change anything, go ahead and comment that down below. Yeah, well, if you guys want to see some of my model tractors, I can get some of my model tractors and show them to you guys. If you want me to do that, I can. So here, I'm gonna mute really quick.
Mute on. Mute off.
All right, so the first one here is it's kind of dusty, but we have a Farmall 400. This is like the tractor I have in real life. I do have a Farmall 400 in real life, but yeah, so this is almost the exact model of the one that I have. Well, it is the exact model. Drop bucket loader, everything is. This thing is just about perfect of recognition. So yeah, I'm gonna mute again, and we're gonna go over here, and we are gonna get the next one, which is a International 544 gas narrow front.
Mute on. Mute off.
So this one's a little dusty too, but this is the 540 narrow front with the loader on it. I love this thing. This thing's probably one of my favorites I got over there.
Mute on. New dog.
The dust is getting really bad in here because I'm lifting all this stuff and moving everything around. So, yeah, this is the 544. Gas narrow front. Yeah, drop bucket loader on it. This I do not have in real life. This is just a cool thing that my grandpa had and gave to me. So, I'm mute back and go put this back. I do have a Farmall H over there, but y'all should know what a Farmall H looks like. I mean, that's common territory. And it's nothing special either. So we're gonna mute this, go put this back, and then we'll probably wrap up the podcast. I'm really happy that you guys could get here to do this. I'm gonna go ahead and mute, put this back, and then we'll do our outro.
New dawn. New dog.
Okay, we're back. So yeah, I wanted to thank you all for tuning into this version of the Power Shift podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Farms. Thank you for tuning in this one. Love y'all. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We do these podcasts. We're going to start doing these podcasts really common. But it won't be me next time. I'll have a guest on here. It'll be my mom, my dad, or one of my friends. So appreciate you having you here today. Ryan Farms,